Hey guys, what is going on? It is Chris here. Hopefully, you guys all had a pretty good New Year's Day. Anyway, we are going to be looking ahead to today's games for Thursday, January the 2nd. It was only a three-gamer yesterday. For the most part, a lot of the picks I was talking about for you guys in the video did pretty good. And a couple of those lineups, if you did play them, scored what? 325, 330, right around the cash line in the tournament. So yeah, it wasn't too bad. Hopefully, you guys took some of the information and turned it into a positive. So anyway, 9 gamer today. Got a couple injuries to look at. Really, really, really chalky slate today. Not too many big studs um, that are in really good spots. So yeah, going to be an interesting one today. As normal, if you guys want to come join us. Um, $50 per month for Fanduel and $50 per month separately for DK. To get in on that, check out our website in the comment section below. And also, like I said, we are doing Sportsbook. Did not bet today. Didn't really feel too confident with those NBA games today. And was going to pick LA by 11, but thank goodness I didn't because it was a little bit closer than that. So, but yeah, usually we are doing Sportsbook every single day. And that's only $25 per month for that. And, why not come join us? Have been doing pretty good on that. To get in, check out our Twitter down there, message us, and we'll get you set up with Sportsbook. So that is all. That is that for that. Yeah, let's get into it. No projections. It's going to go through each game for you and give you like a dummy lineup and a couple different variances of it. All right, so our first one here is Charlotte and Cleveland. It's a 210 total. I think it could run a little bit faster in this one. I don't mind Sexton cash game play for 25-30. Don't know if you really need him here, but you can look at him. Shooting yards aren't that great tonight, so I don't mind Graham. Last time he did face Cleveland, wasn't the greatest game for him. As you see here, 9 points, 1 rebound, 9 assists. Still had 30 points, but I think he could rebound here to get you around 34, 35 in this one, maybe even a little bit higher. I do like Devontae Graham. Not too high on any of those guys. I do like Kevin Love. He's pretty cheap at $7,200. Played 30 minutes and back from a little hip injury and still did pretty solid. I mean, not the greatest, I guess, but I still like Love. Charlotte is really bad. He just had 46 against them not too long ago. I think he can get you back to 34 to 36 maybe in this one. And he's $7,200. That's pretty dang cheap in my opinion. And that's mostly it in this one. So I'm going to look at Love and probably Devontae Graham. It's a 210, but I definitely think it could go over that. So those are my two picks in that one. Denver, Indiana. Let me see if Brogdon's out. Definitely can go Holiday once again. Uh, I don't have much interest in this game, though, to be honest with you. Yeah, I don't have much in this one. So personally, probably passing on this game. Move on, Toronto, Miami, another one of those kind of games. Lowry is worth a look. Butler's worth a look, but I don't know if you really need those guys. Um, I don't know how fast this game's really going to play here. Ibaka could be worth for 30, 33, and that's mostly it. I don't have much from that game either. But like I said, Lowry's solid option. Fred VanVleet, Jimmy Butler, all those guys should be half decent plays. They just don't. I personally don't think they have like 6 times upside here. Utah and Chicago in this one. Let's see, Sadaransky, is he playing? Let's consider probable. Okay. All right. In this one, don't mind Mitchell. He's been up and down on his shooting though. A really cheap option, just cash game to get you 25, 26 is Jordan Clarkson. Not too afraid of Chicago here, and not bad coming off the bench there for Utah, 26 and 27. So, guy that's nobody's gonna have 4,600. If you need somebody, I don't mind it, but there's so many good options that we're gonna talk about here. I don't know if you really need them. One guy I do like from this one is Rudy Gobert. As we know, Chicago's not good against the center position, and I think this guy definitely goes way under owned. I've been pretty solid, had one bad one against the Clippers, but besides that, dude has been a beast, and yeah, I like him. Chicago sucks, and Rudy should do pretty good. 8,800, really well under owned, and I think he's a pretty good spot for sure. Golden State, Minnesota. This is going to be the chalk game of the day. Um, I'm expecting all these guys to still be out. Towns, Willie Cauley's out, Wiggins is out, Jeff Teague should be out again. So these two teams are tanking like crazy, especially Minnesota. Um, the only injuries that we gotta maybe look at here is Von Lay. It's a game time decision maybe, and who's the other one? Hold on. And Trevon Graham. So we'll see if they play. But for the most part, this one should be an interesting one. So right away, Shabazz Napier, solid option. Like I said, these guys are all going to be very cashy. Damian Lee, solid spot. Russell's out. Alex Burks, I do like him. Robertson, not bad, but I'd rather have Burks for sure. Culliver, I love him quite a bit as well. Um, don't mind Draymond. Covington's not too bad, but I don't know if you really need him here today. He is a cash option. He's been pretty solid, but I don't know if I really need him here. But 52 is not bad. Marquise Chris should be solid. Willie Cauley's going to be out again. So it looks like Marquise should get the start like he did last time. Pretty solid in his minutes he was given last time out. So Chris is almost a lock for me. Gorgie Dang, not bad. Price is getting up there to 6,400, kind of where he's scoring at. So I don't mind him, but 6,400 is kind of getting up there. I think he's priced exactly where he's going to score for you. So, yeah, this one's going to be cashy. We're going to find a lot of your cashy value here. So I like Marquise Chris, as I mentioned, Covington, maybe in a couple one-offs. Burks, Culliver, Robertson, Damian Lee, and Shabazz Napier. Uh, I think that's the way to go. Obviously, if for some weird reason one of these Minnesota guys get announced in, that changes things up. But as of now, I don't think anything is going to change, and it should stay the way it is. So I do like that one, which 700,000 other people will like that game as well. Moving on, Brooklyn and Dallas in this one should be maybe close. I don't know if Brooklyn really can hang with them. Luka Doncic, I think, is a lock for me even if Porzingis does play solid option for sure. I do like Dinwiddie. Dallas is pretty good against the point guard position, but this dude, for the most part, is doing everything for the Brooklyn Nets, and I think Temple could be out in this one, so I don't mind him. Not the greatest matchup DVP wise. They are second, so he's not a must have because he could take a dud on you, but there's not many good point guards out there, so definitely worth a look. As I mentioned, Temple is game time decision in this one. So if he's out, I guess, like I said, that helps Dinwiddie, I guess, a little bit. Um, Chandler might play a couple extra minutes, but not really feeling it. You got Terrion Prince at 51. Could be a wild card play in this one. 33-26. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Maybe Dorian Finney-Smith with Tim Hardaway being out. I don't even know how he did last time. He only had 10. All right, let me go look. I need to go see who did work. Is it Delon Wright? His price is going up there a little bit. All right, there we go. Had a bad one. OKC 19. You can look at maybe Wright, but maybe you don't want to mess with those guys too much. And then Porzingis is questionable. I don't know if we'll get word on him. It is a little bit later game, but if we do get word on him, Maxi Kleber is in a very good spot for only 4,200 against Dallas. Had 32 in his last game out with 35 minutes. So obviously, if Porzingis is in, probably not going to put in Kleber. But for sure, if Porzingis is out, Kleber is a solid option. Also, Dwight Powell. Brooklyn really bad against the center position. Dude been solid, 36, 26, 31, 31, 27. Playing really solid minutes. Kind of like Doncic, even if Porzingis plays, I do love Dwight Powell a lot, really. I like Powell over Gorgie Dang. I think he can get you about the same amount of points as Dang could. Dang has more upside, but Powell is more of a cashy play here today. All right, OKC and San Antonio in this one. Let me see what I got going on. CP3, you can look at him, Murray, you can look at him. I don't have too much exposure to him. DeRozan at only 77. He's been, for the most part, doing pretty good here recently. Let me get over there. 45 and 44 in his last two. Last time he faced OKC, how did he do? Had 36 way back on November 7th. So DeRozan 77, yeah, solid option for sure. You got Shea Gilgeous. I don't mind him. I'd rather have DeRozan. Shea's just so dependent on his shooting, but he has been very solid though, um, and playing monster minutes. So both those guys honestly in pretty good spots. I guess DPP goes to DeRozan, but for sure, got to look at both those guys. Rudy Gay, GPP. I do like Aldridge. Like I said, not a lot of really good center power forwards out there. So if you don't want to go Love, I think Aldridge could have a little bit more upside in this one. As you see, he has been a beast. So if you had to pick Love or Aldridge, and you have the extra money, I'd probably go Mr. Aldridge. So yeah, my picks in this one is probably going to be Aldridge, DeRozan, Shea Gilgeous. Those are my top three, and then maybe sprinkle one or two Murray or Paul in there. All right, Memphis and Sacramento. I think Fox could be worth a look in cash games. I don't have much else here. If Jay Crowder is out, that definitely helps out Mr. Kyle Anderson at only $3,500. That's really cheap. I think he had a good game out, right, with Crowder being out. He had 20. It's not the greatest, but 3,500. You can look at him. Valanciunas, all right option. I honestly don't have much in this one. Holmes is worth a look. But yeah, if I had to rank him, probably gotta go Fox and then maybe Holmes. But I don't have too much to that one there. Last but not least, Detroit and the Clippers in this one. So Griffin and Markieff Morris probably not going to play in this one. So don't mind some Christian Wood. If Porzingis is out, I really probably would recommend Maxi Kleber over Christian Wood, just because we know his minutes are going to be a little bit safer than Wood. Wood is foul trouble. Also, as you see, his minutes are all over the place. So I guess not too all over the place, but 23, 22. But anyway, don't mind him. I mean, if Maxi Kleber is not going to be available with Porzingis being back, I don't mind Wood, but he's a little bit more riskier for sure. And I love Drummond. I really do. LA's ranked 26 here, and Drummond's been solid here. Had one bad one against Washington, but besides that, been pretty good for $9,800. So, like I said, if you have the extra money to get Drummond over Rudy Gobert, that's probably the way I'd go. But Rudy is still a very solid option here. So let's try to get into a little bit of a lineup for you. So I do like Luka Doncic quite a bit. If you can't get Dinwiddie, I got to go cash here with Shabazz Napier, a very solid option there. Shooting guard is not the greatest out there. Like I said, if you want to go Jimmy B, don't mind him. He is 8,700, not the cheapest dude out there, but had one good one against Philly. Toronto's a pretty good defense. Fred VanVleet, $8,200 here. Gonna get you 35, 36. So if you want to go those guys, you can. I'm gonna pick Devontae here against a really easy Cleveland team. Like I said, if you want to go DeRozan, Shea Gilgeous, definitely have at it for sure. Those guys are in very good spots as well. I'll probably honestly have shares of all three of these guys, so definitely mix those guys in there for sure. Who else we got? And then I'm probably gonna go Damian Lee here, solid option, cashy play. And if you want to go George, you can. It could be a blowout at 8,000. He hasn't been playing the greatest. Probably gonna go Burks and just keep the cash going here with Jarrett Culver, and that gives you $6,800 right there. Like I said, if you can afford Aldridge, I would definitely recommend putting him in there. And as I mentioned earlier, Marquise Chris right here gives you a little bit extra money for 8,000. Can't get Rudy Gobert in this one here. You can go to Gorgie Dang if you want to. Don't have to have him, as I said. You could always. Where else could you go here? You could get rid of Aldridge and go down to Maxi if you want to. You could go to Powell if you want. Gives you 5,100. That gives you $2,900 left over. I don't know if there's anyone. 72. That gives you Kevin Love. You can definitely go that way. That's a pretty solid option. I think Chris could get you like 6, 7 points less than Love, though. But that's kind of what we're looking at. Yeah, solid option, pretty cashy lineup there for sure. But definitely gotta mess with it a little bit for sure. So that's kind of what we're looking at, guys. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like. I do appreciate it quite a bit. And if you guys are new here, hit that sub button. We are going to be doing videos a lot more often. Like I said, took a little bit of a break, but should be back at it. As we're normal, if you guys want to get in on lineups, let us know. Website will be down there. Sign up, follow all the directions, and we'll get you all set up. And also, Sportsbook, $25 per month for that. And like I said, not doing too shabby on that. To get in on that, check out our Twitter in the comment section below. So that is it. Hopefully, you guys have a pretty good Thursday, and we'll see you guys here on Friday.